But naturally, I guess it begs the question here, how did teams know that they were going to sign these players so fast if yesterday was the first available day to negotiate with free agents? I don't know about that with so many players getting signed yesterday. It would seem like maybe conversations were had previous. Wink, wink. We'll see. Let's start off with the Seattle Seahawks. Their new quarterback is Sam Darnold. Signs a new 3-year contract worth $100 million, revitalized his career with the Minnesota Vikings. A great regular season, a poor ending to the season as well. And look, Seattle may be going in a number of different directions this offseason. DK Metcalf's already been traded. Tyler Lockett has been let go. Maybe Darnold is just there to hold the fort down for the future. Not really sure, but needless to say, it looks like J.J. McCarthy takes over Minnesota. Darnold now officially the quarterback in Seattle. Meanwhile, the New York Jets have their quarterback, I guess, fair to say, maybe a placeholder too. I don't know. Justin Fields, who looked pretty good last year with the Pittsburgh Steelers, signs a 2-year, $40 million contract with New York. He gets $30 million guaranteed, so he will start at quarterback next season. Again, started off very well with Pittsburgh until they went to Russell Wilson, and then the Steelers season sort of imploded at the end of the year. Meanwhile, with the signing of Devontae Adams, the Rams are planning to release Cooper Kupp with the start of the new year. Contracts are concerned unless a trade materializes, but naturally they've been unable to do anything. 3rd-round pick, 5th-round pick. It's expected that Kupp will get cut. All right, let's get to some other players signed on the defensive side and offensive line as well. We'll start off with the New England Patriots. They've made a lot of noise thus far in the free agency period. They've signed Milton Williams to a 4-year contract worth $104 million. 63 of it is guaranteed. Carlton Davis signs another contract with New England. It's 3 years, $60 million. And Josh Sweat, he signs a mega contract with Arizona, 4 years, $76.4 million. And Jets defensive back DJ Reed has decided to leave for greener pastures, no pun intended. Signs with the Detroit Lions, 3 years, $48 million. Also, in terms of the Washington Commanders, they continue to upgrade this offseason, not only by getting Deebo Samuel, but also helping out on the offensive line. They signed Pro Bowl offensive tackle Laramie Tunsil, or they make a trade for him and are sending picks over to the Houston Texans. So the Texans, of course, are going to need some help, I guess, on the offensive line after they have traded him as well. The Falcons have released Grady Jarrett. He signs with the Bears, 3 years, $43 million. And the 49ers have lost offensive tackle Jalen Moore. He signs with the Chiefs, 2 years, $30 million. Looks like the San Francisco 49ers are scaling back in terms of payroll going into next year. All right, now in the National Basketball Association, the great matchup last night between Denver and Oklahoma City goes to the Nuggets. Final score, 140-127 in this one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 25 points for the Thunder. The Denver Nuggets dominated the fourth quarter to pull away in this one. And Mike Malone, their head coach afterwards, said it was a matter of getting the job done.
Anytime you can go against the number one team in the West. And I told our guys, I know the fourth quarter didn't go our way, but we did a lot of good things yesterday. We just have to play closer to 48 minutes, and I thought we did that today. We tried some different things defensively that I thought were really impactful. But this was you talk about everybody contributing, and this was everybody stepping up and making big plays. And you can go down the line. I mean, CB's 14-5. Michael Porter 17-6. Nikola 35-18 with 8 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Russell Westbrook. What about that ovation for him? I mean, doesn't that say a lot about Russell Westbrook and how this community still feels about him? But 16, 7, and 5. Jamal's numbers, and I thought Peyton off the bench, was outstanding. He was at DPOG. Jalen Pickett, Zeke. So good team win. Responded well. Thought our defense in the second half was much better than it was in the first half. Held them to 41%. Good assist turnover numbers and good transition numbers. So we can't relax. We know we got a tough schedule coming up at home, and then we got to find a way to protect our home court.
All right, Golden State wins their 5th straight game. They end up beating the Portland Trailblazers final 130-120 in this one. Jimmy Butler had the big one, triple-double, 15 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, his first triple-double of the season. Golden State now 12-2 since Jimmy Buckets made his debut on February the 8th. And after the game, Steve Kerr said Jimmy Butler is doing it in every way possible.
Great basketball player. I mean, just he does everything. He does everything well. He sees the game. He's strong. Loves to pass. The game just flows when he's out there, and he feels it. Whatever the game calls for, Jimmy brings. And he's the main reason that things have turned for us. I mean, he's one of the best players in the league, and he makes everybody else around him better.
Before we coming on it,
Jimmy, you guys have won 10 of 11. They're 12-1 with you in the lineup. I think there's 17 games left. What's the value in peaking at the right time in the season?
I think all the value just lies within winning as a whole. I'm glad that I have the opportunity to be a part of the winning that we are doing here. We're playing some incredible basketball, playing together on both sides of the floor. That's really fun. Yeah.
It's the first time in NBA history that 4 teammates have done it in the same season. Head coach Joe Mazzulla said that he encouraged Hauser to keep on shooting.
I think just trust. I think, trust and belief. I think at the end of the day, there's no shot that he shoots that we think is a bad shot. And so I think it was great that even when he was 1 for 7, the team was still looking to find him. And I thought he was great in that third quarter. But to me, I think, he's a straight shooter. He understands his work ethic. He does the same process every day, whether he does this or whether he goes, 1 for 7. So, the work that he puts in with his, the staff, the player development team, and just his overall approach is high level and very professional. So not much to be said.
Honestly, I don't really know. It was just kind of a tale of two halves. But once you see a couple go in, the rim gets a little bit wider for a shooter. So you just try to keep letting it fly.
When you did make that one look like you kind of gave it's about time type of.
Yeah, I got to be better with that. Sometimes when you miss open ones that you think you should make, you just get mad and frustrated real easy. So I've been working on it this year a little bit. But sometimes you just need to let it out.
Meanwhile, the Knicks' 3-game road losing streak has come to a close. Karl Anthony Towns had 26 points and 9 rebounds as New York beat Sacramento 133-104. The Knicks shot 22 of 40 from 3. The Kings struggled 10 of 34. Tom Thibodeau, head coach of the Knicks, says it was their defense that set the tone.
All around, the defense very good, the rebounding very good, sharing the ball, taking care of the ball. I think those things were huge for us. Defensive activity, the 13 steals, and then getting into the open floor, getting those easy baskets. Really good. I thought Mitch had great impact on the game. I thought OG was phenomenal. Mikal, same. A lot of playmaking, and then Deuce really gave us a great game, all-around game, start to finish.
Two more teams head to the big dance. Troy and Wofford are in the NCAA tournament. Troy beats Arkansas State 94-81. They win the belt. Wofford, no stranger to the tournament. They beat Furman 92-85. Also, the UConn women crush Creighton 70-50. They win the Big East title again. And the Penn Quakers end up making a coaching change again. This time, Steve Donahue was out after 9 seasons, the school announced on Monday.